The ladies on The View gave their takes on how Daniel Penny should execute a chokehold and how we should determine who is a dangerous threat to our safety or not in a clip that is mind-numbingly shocking, as you're about to see. Alyssa Farah-Griffin leads off with a somewhat reasonable take on the situation, which of course ensues backlash from Joy Behar, who offers her advice to Daniel Penny on how he should have executed his military chokehold and for how long. And then finally, Sunny Hostin spews a straight up lie to gaslight the innocence of Jordan Neely, which has already been debunked, as I'm about to show you.
Yeah. What I don't want, though, is good guys. My husband is the guy who, if he saw some people are afraid, he would step in and do something. I don't want people to be afraid to help their neighbors. A woman testified who was on the subway train. She shielded her kid because she was afraid. You need people to be able to do that, but you need to also be careful of stopping short. And I want to mention, he is a Marine. I have a lot of dear friends who are Marines. It is in their nature to want to protect people. Did it go too far? I wish he had let go sooner, but I think that is built into who he is.
It's supposed to last 8 seconds. It's something called a blood choke that he learned in the Marines. I think that was long. That seemed longer than 8 seconds.
Two other men with minutes.
Well, let me just ask this question. So, if I had let go of the guy before he died,
would have probably survived.
He would have survived. And the other guy was on top of him, and he was holding him down.
When the train doors open is when I think they should have released. I think the fear was when they're in this close proximity, if they let go of him, that he still could be a danger. That, to me, would have been the moment. But I also wouldn't presume to know what's going through someone's mind when you're afraid and you're trying to react in the moment.
Thing. How do we describe and subscribe danger and who is dangerous, right? This man got onto the train, and he said...
Which one?
Penny.
The victim.
The victim. I'm sorry, Neely, a former Michael Jackson impersonator. He talked about being hungry and thirsty, and he said he didn't care if he lived or died. There is no evidence that he attacked anyone. There's no evidence that he put his hands on anyone on this occasion. No one on the train would have known that he had touched someone before. Multiple people testified that he didn't approach anyone in a threatening manner. And so when you look at that and you look at the result of what happened, my question is, where is our compassion? As a society, where is our compassion? And one other thing is that what Whoopi said, I think, is really important. This is a child at 14 who saw whose mother was murdered by her boyfriend in his childhood home in the Bronx and then put into pieces in a suitcase. And his family says that is when his mental health started to decline. Where is our compassion?
I agree with the compassion.
Look, I'm not going to deny that this is not a tragic story for Jordan Neely. We can have compassion for the man and feel bad and sorry that he lost his life that night, but that doesn't mean he wasn't a threat to innocent passengers on the train that night. It doesn't mean that what Daniel Penny did was racist, especially. First of all, Joy Behar, the chokehold did not kill Jordan Neely. The cops confirmed that he had a pulse after the situation. And what Sunny Hostin says here is both disgusting and false. Here is eyewitness testimony from a black woman that night. Watch.
What did you see?
What did I see? I was sitting over there. I heard the young man that's on the floor saying, you know, hey, I'm willing to die, you know? I'll do anything. I'm willing to die. I'll go to jail. I don't care. I don't care. And he was saying it so loud that everyone turned around. I think this guy's on drugs. You know, because when he came in, he was unbelievably off the charts. He scared the living daylights out of everyone.
Two things can be true at once. Daniel Penny did the right thing, and we can have compassion for the soul of Jordan Neely. It literally causes me pain to read his story and learn what he went through. The solution is continually the same, though. God, marriage, stable families, sobriety, real food, hard exercise, meaningful relationships, sleep, Sunday mass, to guard our minds and our souls from the world, the flesh, the devil, the enemy seeking the destruction of every single one of us.